Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller and also fixin' to be a full-time nurse. If you live in Texas, you know what fixin' means. We lived there for about 6 years. So anyway, sales are really getting better and better. I took too much time off. I don't have total regrets because I was just really anxious to see if the consignment thing was going to work, and it worked amazingly, but I didn't want to get my hopes up till I did it 2 or 3 weeks in a row. So I spent a ton of time over the last 2 or 3 weeks selling inventory to people that I met at the bins, going to consignment stores, peddling all the inventory I didn't want, and it ended up to be amazing. I mean, I basically paid for the trips and paid for all the free inventory, and that's why you can see here I have 2 sets of tubs deep full of clothing. So let's see, I have 3 items, 26 items, 18 items, 18 items. Let's see here. 18 items. That one I didn't mark on there. But anyway, I'm like 150 items ahead just in my own clothing items, and that's without the consignment items that I still have to work on. So I'm about 400 items ahead, and if you have been watching me for very long, especially this winter, it was a rough winter, and I literally had nothing to list. Like nothing that I wasn't even trying to be picky. I just couldn't even get out of town to get $10 items. Like, I'm not kidding. So I am very blessed. Most of those items are $20 or above also. And then the consignment items I have are super high end. Let me show you one item I have. I showed this on a haul video, but this item here is a consignment item, so I'm only going to get a certain percentage. I don't even get half because this is a friend of mine. But this motor alone, and it's on here on the boat. If you ever just see these little motors, these vintage motors, they can go for $500 or above, just the motors. And then this Fleet Line Marlin, they're not always worth a fortune. Or I'm sorry, the Fleet Line are not always worth a fortune, but the Marlin is one of the more rare ones, and it's in there. It's in very good condition, but it's going to take me all 24 photos to present this well and then start it on auction. So I want this on auction by tomorrow night, on Thursday night, and then I want to run a 10-day auction, and I'm going to start at $1,000 and hope that it goes up from there. I've seen this same package, only I think they had a different outboard motor, but I had a friend drop by yesterday and he said this motor is easily worth $500 all by itself. He even suggested breaking up the set, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I've seen the sets go for about $1,400. We'll see if I can get that much for my friend, but either way, my percentage is still a pretty penny. And so anyway, that's the kind of stuff that I'm replacing all this old stuff with. So yesterday, somewhere halfway throughout the day, I had already shipped in the morning, so this wasn't my only income yesterday. But I still had 6 orders, and they only equaled $156.03. So now that I'm back to listing the better stuff, and I'm not just clearancing out the old, now that I'm back to actually working like I should be, I have 9 items going out today for $339.11. So you can see the difference. It's, $180 more, and it is a few more orders, but it's substantially higher priced orders. So I have a Zoom meeting here in less than an hour, so let's go ahead and ship, and then either on the end of this video, if I have time, or if not, then I will make a separate video today of all the stuff that is going to consignment. It's stuff that's been in my store for almost 2 years, if not over 2 years, and I'm finding it, realizing it's not listed. I'm either putting it back on if it really is worth it, or in most cases, this stuff is stuff that just I would not pick up again. So it's going to consignment, and I'm going to make a lot of money doing that. But let's get started shipping, guys. So I talked about this item yesterday. I just couldn't find it because my garage was such a mess. I had taken a bunch of stuff off the shelf in order to prepare to move one shelf in here, and then also just to deep clean, sweep under the shelves, just really do a deep clean. So this is a Margaritaville frozen concoction maker replacement ice melt reservoir. So this is just the ice melt reservoir. It's clear. You can't really see anything. There's nothing to see, but these Margaritavilles can be worth parting out if you want to take the time. I see them quite often for $20 or $25, and just the pictures sell for more than that, especially different colors of ones. And so if it's something you want to set up listings for, like if I found another ice replacement reservoir, unless there were a lot of scratches on it or something, I could just use the same photos and just put that I have 2 or put that I have 3. A lot of people make a lot of money just doing parts, but it is a lot of work. You got to clean it, even though, you know, you're not selling the whole machine and saying that the machine works. You still have to, you know, sell decently clean parts. All right, so this is 1 pound 5 ounces. So yeah, I've had this for a year and a half. I'm so glad it's going. $10.08 plus shipping. So let me see here. The order all in is $19.84. I charged $8 in shipping, and this is going to Tennessee. So let's see. I am under on what I had in for the weight. So let me see how much that's going to bump it up. Let's see. 1 pound 5 ounces is what I have to have in there. It's going to cost $9.17 if I go with the Ground Advantage. Let me see what priority is. Priority is $9.94. It's so close, I'm just going to bump them up. And I only charged $8 in shipping because I've had this for so long and the postal prices have changed. So, but that's okay. This is a clearance item. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. And so yeah, I'm so glad I got to it. So yeah, I'm starting to try to get myself used to getting up at 4 in the morning. It depends on which nursing job I take for sure, but chances are if I work during the day shift, I need to be up and out of bed by 4 to have any just a second to think and get ready for the day before I go report at 6 o'clock. So I got up at 4. We walked the puppy out at the lake. He's doing good. He still just will not hardly walk in town. There's something that scared him one time, and not just fireworks or thunder. It was something about a month or 2 ago, and he really has been a pretty high anxious dog since then. We have no idea what. He didn't stay with anybody new, or, you know, there's no one who's been around him except us. You know, we can't figure it out. But then when we go to the lake, he just is more than happy to take like a 3-mile walk. So as long as the weather stays good, that's what we're going to do, you know, from now on, I guess. He's telling us what to do, not us telling him. I have no clue what happened there. But anyway, so we did that. Then I went and got my fingerprinting done for nursing. I had let my license lapse, and so I went and got my fingerprints again. And so that took just a few minutes, and I'm going to mail those out today. This is a Soma bra. It's brand new with tags. It's a 40G. And this is the amber tan color. It's the starlet strapless, new with tags and underwire. So I ship my bras in a box if they have any underwire at all, or if it's kind of a $8 bra, which I don't sell anymore, but if I do have any clearance ones, I put it between 2 pieces of cardboard in a poly bag so that the underwire doesn't get broken. So this one sold for $29.67 all in, and I charged $6.99 for shipping. So I did a lot of listing last night. I have 4 or 5 listings ready to launch on Friday when I'm taking my mom to the airport. So I'm almost about to having earned a day off. Today I will schedule out 3 more listings so that I can have a full day off on Friday and just enjoy it. I probably will source because that's what I do, but on my days off. But I'll just enjoy the day, have breakfast with my mom, get her to the airport, and then once I know she's on her plane, I'll either leave Denver and come home or shop somewhere, or I might stay a night in Denver and go to the bins. I need to see how much work I get done here first, and then I'll go from there. Okay, 14 ounces, and that's what I have in. This is going to Dutton, Alabama. USPS Ground Advantage is $6.44, and I charged $6.99. So today I'm going to do a ton of editing, so you'll get at least 2 editing videos, maybe 3 or 4. It just depends on how fast I can get that done. But it feels really, really good to find out why I still have 400 items that are 3 to 6 months old, and they might be older than that. That's just the last revision that I did on these items. So it feels really good to identify and take things to the thrift that just I've had 2 years that are just not going to sell. They aren't even worth trying to sell. I'm fine with an $8 clearance sale or even a $5 clearance item. That's money and that adds up. But these items have no sell-through. I would never pick them up again, and I think it's just better to get a couple bucks at consignment on some of those. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll show them to you in a while here. All right, this is a Maeve dress. I'm really happy with this sale. They did use my 26% off coupon, but I've only had this dress listed for less than a week. This is a really pretty, everybody else has black birds on here. I don't know if they mean black dress and then birds and nature. So anyway, I just made it so that it could go either way. I put black for the color of the dress and then birds right after it so you could read it either way. Very pretty dress. I was going to consign this because it's a size US 8. And so I thought, and it's still pretty thin. You have to be a pretty thin size 8. And so I almost consigned it, but I couldn't consign it to winter until winter because it's kind of a darker fall looking dress, at least to me. And so I looked it up, and these actually had a decent sell-through if you price them right. So I did not get my $25 and above price, but I did sell it for $21.99 plus shipping. So with the coupon they used, it's a $25 sale all in. And I'm okay with that. It took me, minutes to list it, and I pulled this out of the bin, so it is fine. That's a good sale still. Okay. 13 ounces. It's just over 12. It weighs exactly 12, but just in case my scale is off, I've learned just to bump it up 1. This is going to Columbus, Ohio, so the ground advantage is going to cost me $6.44, and I charged $6.99. All that old stuff is selling with just the 40% off sale I have on it, on that 6-month-old stuff. But I know that there's things from past experience that aren't even listed down in the bins. I found about 4 items yesterday in the hard goods that thankfully I didn't want them to sell on eBay anymore. They're not going to sell. So even if they had been listed, it wouldn't have made a difference because they just don't have a sell-through. But still, they were taking up my shelf space and they weren't even listed, and they weren't even worth being listed. So I got those pulled, thankfully. All right, let's see where we're at now, guys. Oh, this is a good sale. I just have this priced just a little bit too high, and that's the problem. Is I edited this last night, and I only took like $10 off because I'd had this since, let's see here, what is it, a couple months? July 11th. So I ended it yesterday in resale. I should have paid attention to how long I've had this, but it was a couple months. I found this, here not too long ago at the bins. It is a Kennington vintage shirt, and it has Mickey Mouse on it. So I knew right away that it was something. Either I wanted to take to the vintage consignment or that I wanted to sell on eBay. So anyway, I had it in like the $75 range because I could not find a Mickey Mouse one in this. So then I, went back and looked yesterday. I'm like, I know that's worth $50 and I want to get my money. And I went and I looked at the other ones, and I decided, what did I end up putting on it? They ended up spending $54.79 altogether, so I must have put like $49.99 or something, and then they used my coupon. So this sold overnight. So, since I didn't know what to price it, it's fine. It's fine to aim for $75. I think that was a smart decision. But the problem is remembering to get in, and once you realize after 60 days that it's not going to sell for $75, it's the time to get back in there and reduce it. I do have automated sales going based on the time frames that I've had things, but for some reason that end, sell similar, edit, and then changing the price works a lot better than just the price drop. I think this just got pushed down in the algorithm already, even after just 60 days. So anyway, this is going to California. It's going to cost $488, and I charged $696. So that's a good sale. That's where I want to be. I love these kind of $50 sales. And especially if they're out of the bins. That makes it even better. That makes it great. I told Tech and Sports yesterday, I Facebook messaged him because I'm on the group, and I've been on there like 2 years. I'm kind of a poor student because I've had so much going on in my life with being a nurse and not being a nurse and just all this stuff. When I first started talking to Chris Lynn, I was a full-time nurse, and I was one of the, not the first ones, but, one of the first few thousand or whatever to join the group. And so, they do happen to kind of know who I am just vaguely. But anyway, so, I was still a nurse then because of COVID and other stuff, I quit. So I told Tech yesterday, I am going back to my nursing career, and I need the names of some people on the group who are in the $100,000 call, because there's a special call. You have to sell over $100,000 a year to be on there, and I'm in there. And I said, I want to know who in here, still works their full-time job and has no intention of quitting their full-time job. And so he told me a few people, and he said, we'd cover that in one of the calls. What if you don't want to quit your job, or what if you did need your health insurance? That's not why I'm going back. I don't need my health insurance. We have our own. But, sometimes you're sick and you just have to keep your job, because if you break that insurance, you'll never get it again. There are people in that situation, but there are also people who just have learned to streamline everything, and they don't have to worry about quitting their job. They're getting their business streamlined, and they still sell over $100,000 a year on eBay. So that's what I've decided to do. I talked about this just a little bit yesterday, and so I can't wait to kind of just get with a few of those people and just kind of see if there's anything I'm missing. I feel like I'm already doing both. I've been kind of delegating things to different people. I think I've freed up several hours a week, like almost 12 hours a week in my life already, by just being smarter. But yeah, we'll see. Let me see if this is wrapped. I think, yeah, I wrap all my Funko. Funko people are picky. They're almost like book people or record people. But anyway, this is a Funko Pop. It's a New Japan Pro Wrestling Kenny Omega #1 vaulted vinyl figure in box. So this is one of my son's items. And we've had it a while, so he reduced the price the other day, and we took an offer for $32.75 plus shipping, so $42.40. They did not use my coupon or a promoted. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of, not just always focus on how can I be full-time, how can I be full-time. I want a full-time income and yet still have my full-time nursing income. So that's going to be the challenge. 12. I think after COVID, I really did want to be full-time. I thought I did. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And there was nothing wrong with that. But now I think I'm on a different track here. This is going to go USPS Ground Advantage. It's going to cost $517. This is going to York, Pennsylvania, and I charged them $725. So let's see, where is my marker? Oh, I guess I'll just put the label over it. I can't find my red marker. Maybe it's over on this table here. Let me see. I know it's on my list of stuff I need to order, or more black markers. All of mine are either dried out or whatever. Ah, there's one. I've got one left. So that goes half to my son. So we split it right down the middle. He buys the item. Sorry guys, my nose itches. He buys the items and puts it on the spreadsheet. I have a VA that works for me, so it costs me $1 to have him cut and paste everything off of the spreadsheet and put it in a draft. And then I take the photos and ship it. So I get half of his stuff. He pays for it up front. I don't have any money in the game except the VA. And then we just split it down the middle. So I'll get 50% of that after eBay fees. So that's why I'm willing to do some of my son's stuff, because he picks halfway decent stuff. We still thought we might get a little bit more for that, but that's fine. Okay, so I've had these 2 pair of linen fox pants. These are size smalls. If these were any bigger size, then this would be a huge bolo, and you can get between $45 and $50 on this brand. Now, because these were smalls, I started them high still. I thought, you know, they have a stretch waist. Maybe I can still get 50, but I've had these for, let me see if I can see here. Sorry guys, my nose is really itchy. I don't know what it is, probably all the clothes. I have July 8th on these. I must have edited them then, because I've had these longer than July 8th. Let me look. Yeah, I can't tell you, but I've had these about 2 months. They just wouldn't sell for 50. So anyway, I finally came down 2 or 3 days ago when I was editing. They did use my 26% off coupon. So the group, the 2 of them, I have 2 pair, both in a small, sold for $61.01 all in. I'm going to see how much she was charged for shipping, and I told her I would combine shipping if I could. But I think the 2 pair together are going to have to go in a padded flat rate. Let me fold these correctly. Yeah, linen fox. I don't know why. I had just never heard of it till this year that I remember. And when I found it, I found 2, and that is great. All right, so these are going to Pittsboro, North Carolina. 1 pound, 6 ounces. Let's see. She paid $13.98 for shipping, and it's going to cost $8.30. Let's see. And let me go to padded flat rate. Okay, padded flat rate. So I will refund her the difference. I'll get my calculator out and do that after we're done. All right, padded flat rate, 110. Everything looks good. I think I have 1 or 2 listings done for tomorrow. Let me go check. So I'm starting to try to get Thursday booked out so that I can wake up in the morning, do my shipping, and if I can really get 15 or 20 listings done for tomorrow, I don't know if I can, because I've got a lot of cleaning and editing to do, but if I can. So I've got 10 scheduled listings done. Let's see. Tomorrow is the 13th, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for tomorrow. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 for Friday. So I already almost have Friday off, and that's my priority. I don't need Thursday off. If I can't get Thursday off, that's fine. I'll work half a Thursday or all of Thursday, and then I'll go up and start taking a day and a half off, see my mom, go shopping, have some fun. So Thursday isn't vital, but you know, my husband's busy tonight. We're still trying to catch up from Monday's flat tire. That took us an entire day. So he's got stuff he has to do. We have been having lunch. We had breakfast together this morning. We walked the dog every day this week together. So, you know, we still have downtime together. But normally in the evening when life is normal, which I don't know when that's ever going to happen for a while, but when it's normal, we chill at night and watch a documentary or something. That we're kind of giving up today. We're not going to have time for that today, but we might walk the dog one more time if I feel like I can, you know, fit it in. I do need the exercise, desperately. All right, this is a Guinness shirt. It's a men's XL. It's a rugby shirt. I haven't had this that long. I got this out of the bins. Any rugby shirt I at least look at, and I look it up. So, you know, rugby shirts, let's see. This rugby shirt does not have the elbow patches. I think that normally that's kind of how I know that something's a rugby shirt. But it just has that look to it. I don't know how to describe it. You would just have to go study rugby shirts on eBay. And it's kind of the 3-button with the different colored collar a lot of times. Like this is a white collar on a black shirt. And so this sold, let me see how long ago I got this. I don't know if I've had this about a month or what. Let's see. June 4th, and today is July 12th. So I've had it going on 5 weeks. And so this sold for 20 bucks plus shipping, $29.95, and no promotions at all on this one. So yeah, in a perfect world, I want to wake up tomorrow and not have too much work to do. I want to, you know, at least be able to pack my suitcase and get ready to go without being stressed. But I also have a lot of goals today, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to make it. It's hot down here too. The upstairs we have 2 window air conditioners, but down here we don't have windows in this main level where you can put a window air conditioner. They're all thin and vertical, and maybe you can turn one on its side. I need to just look on YouTube and see if I could put a window air conditioner in here on its side instead of the way it's supposed to go. But the windows, they open, and they open kind of high, but they're pretty thin. So I don't know. So it's a little warm down here. Even now it's 65 out, and I'm feeling it. I've got a fan down here, but it's okay. If I really, really had to, I could move my work upstairs. I've got my laptop. If I really felt like it's just too hot, I would just grab some stuff and move up there, but I think I'm good. All right, Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is a Lauren Ralph Lauren dress. I don't know why I slept on this brand for so long. I'm mad at myself because for the last, I don't know how long this has been going on. I'm assuming just for a long time. You know, I just have slept on Ralph Lauren and Lauren Ralph Lauren. I don't know how I missed that boat. I was looking at other stuff. I don't know. But anyway, the consignment stores that I go to love Lauren Ralph Lauren. eBay loves Lauren Ralph Lauren in bigger sizes. I take all the small sizes to the consignment. They take them every time, and I get like $8, you know, after I pick these up at the bins. The bigger sizes, like 8 or 10 or above, I'm putting on eBay because they just sell so fast. So this dress, I have Lauren Ralph Lauren dress, women's 12, black V-neck, knee length, lined, and geometric. So that's what my title was for this. This sold very fast. This sold June 16th, and today is July 12th, so in about 3 weeks this sold. I had it a little bit higher. This is a used, pre-owned. I had this at around $50 or $49.99, something like that. I took an offer of $34.10, or I sent an offer, plus shipping, $46.48, and it sold via promoted. I think I had about a 10% promoted. It's probably not necessary, but I want mine to just flip because this is one of those things that I know I could have a 1 month sell-through rate, a 1 month sell-through of my entire store if I could just find, what, 1,000 Lauren Ralph Lauren dresses. Just think if you went to thrift all over Denver, all over Fort Collins, all over Wyoming, and all you cared about were like just 5 or 10 brands. Life is Good is another 100% sell-through rate brand for me. This one, you know, you could literally flip your store every month, and I'm trying to do that as much as possible. So this one sold right away. It also sold for over $25. This is my goal. This is the one I like. That's the entire goal I'm aiming for. So if you didn't listen to my last shipping video, which of course you can't be everywhere at once, I do have 400 items that I'm working on today. I'm going to start chipping away at them that are 3 to 6 months old, out of 1,022. That was on the day I calculated it. Then I had that day, a couple days ago, I had 535 items out of 1,022 that were worth over $20, even with the sale and all that I was running. So that's not bad, but I still have 400 or 500 items, almost half my store, that isn't where I want it to be. And I think I can be at 12 to 14,000 a month in sales if I fix both of those problems. So that's what I'm heading for. Storm Lake, Iowa is where this Lauren Ralph Lauren dress is going. I charged $9.99 for shipping, and it's going to cost $8.30. You have to look at some of my son's consignment items and some of the consignment items I have for this other lady, which is just a one-time thing. I won't, she won't have more for me. This was kind of an estate thing. And so if you look at their items, I bet in the clothing, I think I have 850 clothing items. If you look at that, then I guess it's even a little bit bigger percentage of my stuff is, getting to the $20 range, which is just wonderful. I need a bigger bucket for my label backing, because I do save that for packing. It's the best packing. But I need like a bigger bucket, or maybe one down here even. All right, this is my last order for right now. It's only 9:04, so I'm hoping that we have more. But if not, that's fine. This is a Patagonia dress. It's a size XL. I'm really careful with Patagonia now. I almost always consign it unless it's a substantial piece. But this was an XL dress. It also has pockets. And it was just really a pretty dress. And I thought, I think I can get over 20 for that. So thankfully it worked out. Like I said, it's an XL. And no promotions as far as coupons. I did have this promoted. So it sold for $21 plus shipping, so $29.97 minus eBay fees and that 10%. I'm assuming I had a 10% promotion on this. Sometimes I do 5%. But anyway, I only had this just a few weeks. This sold very quickly. So that is good. I can't get Patagonia to move unless it's a better sweater or something. And I find it literally every day. Like, I live where Patagonia is a big deal here in Wyoming. And so I find it every day, and it makes me sad that I can't market it for more. This, I charged $6.99. This is going to New Orleans, Louisiana, and it's going to cost $5.04. All right, guys, let me show you. I have about 8 minutes. Let me show you what I'm getting rid of off my store. Let me finish this. I'm just waiting to click print, and then I'm going to start showing you. Okay. So these were not listed, these boots. These are North Wave, what are these, skateboarding or some kind of boots? But anyway, they're North Wave boots. I re-looked up the comps. They are not worth relisting. Must be a COVID pickup where I just took what I could. I don't know how long they were listed and didn't sell and then fell off, but I know I've had these in my house for 2 years. So these are going to the sports store in Wyoming. It's a consignment store, and you can take sports stuff like this, so that's where these are going. All right, let me put the rest of my label on before I forget. I almost forgot to take my bag of mail yesterday. It was sitting back here, and I was doing all this editing and all this other stuff, and then I turned around and it was like 1:20 and my bag of mail was sitting there, and I was like, because I only have till 2, then I would have had to reprint all of those labels. So yeah, I hope I'm paying a little more attention today. Let's hope. This thing, I'm so glad it's going. This is a blue sky. Let me go to my ended listings. This is like a blue sky, not ceramic. It's Clayworks Santa. It's a tea light holder. And the Blue Sky brand can be popular in these kind of, they're not glass either. I guess they are ceramic at some level. But anyway, they just have figurines, and if you get the right one, they can be pretty collectible. But I've had this one for 2 years. No one cares. It's just a Santa, and it's a little tea light, and it does have one little bit of damage, and that may have been enough that no one wants it. So anyway, I've tried this at like $5 for 6 months, and I'm just like, that thing has to get out of here. I'm just going to donate it to the Goodwill in the bubble wrap. I don't even have the motivation to take it off. Then I've had these underwear. I bought all of these plus size underwear at Walmart for $1 a piece. I did sell them in singles and in sets, like during COVID and around that time, for a decent amount of money. I was getting like $9 or $10 a package plus shipping. But for whatever reason, I cannot move them at all. So I've been consigning them, but a lot of consignment stores don't really have a setup to take underwear either, even if it is new in the package. So I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and donate these to the thrift, and this will bless somebody who can't afford, you know, new underwear. It'll be good. Other than, I hate that the Goodwill will put like $50 on these. I might consign them to our local one in Rollins. It's about 40 miles from here, but she doesn't charge a whole lot, and I think that might be a good place for me to get those going. Then I have this pair of Redhead brand shoes. Let me see here. These were not listed, I don't believe. Yeah, so I don't even know what I had these at, but I looked them up again by name and style number. You know, new, not new in the box, but in the box. I don't think I had that they were new. I think they were open box. These are a USA 8.5 medium. They're really cute hiking shoes. I would wear these if they fit me, but when I looked at the actual style name, they don't have the name, they have a number. Oh, Skyline. No, I lied. These are the Skyline, ladies Skyline. They just aren't going to move anytime soon, and so these will consign really well. I should get a minimum of $10 or more just to get these out of my house. Ugh. Sorry, my tape is sticking. Okay, and then I have this. Look how big of a box this takes. This box is huge. I had gotten these somewhere. I don't even remember where. Let me cut these out here. These are a pair of Nike, what do you call it, cleats. So these will do really good, I think, at the sports store, if I can get them open. But I've tried for years to get rid of these. These are a size 15, I think. And let me look. Oh, no, okay, this pair is a 13.5, still. They are brand new in the box. You know, I have tried. I mean, the box is dented, but I've tried. But because of the size of the shoe and the box, it literally was going to cost like $16 to ship it to people. I think that might have been a deterrent. But these will do really well at that sports store. So that is where those are headed. So far, today, that's what I have decided that I need to get out of my store. It has very little, if not zero, chance of selling. Most of these were COVID pickups, or people gave them to me and I thought, you know, I'll try. But I don't do that anymore because this happens, and then I have this extra job in trying to peddle stuff that doesn't go well. So now, if it doesn't have 100% sell-through rate, I am very hesitant to add it to my store. So that's kind of where I'm at, because I just don't like this part of the editing job. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for right now. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded and do my Zoom call. And then in a few hours, I hope to have some more editing done. Thanks so much. And if you could, like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.